You know the scene. The line at the gate slows to a crawl. A passenger is pulled aside, their bag dropped into the airline sizer. The staff forces it down, measures, checks, weighs again. The traveler's face falls as the verdict lands, "It's too big, you'll need to check it." Suddenly, what was supposed to be a smooth trip now comes with a surprise fee, lost time, and the risk of luggage disappearing into the system. It happens every single day. And if you've flown enough, chances are it's happened to you too. So here's the real question. Is there a carry-on bag that can actually outsmart every single airport rule? One that slips past the strictest airline staff, passes the harshest sizers, and never tips the scales against you? That's what we're uncovering today. Not marketing hype, not brand sponsorships, but the actual features and design secrets that separate a good bag from a truly unbeatable travel tool. Most travelers pay those extra fees at least once in their life because their bag didn't make the cut. Don't be that traveler again. Hit subscribe now, because the next time you're standing at the gate, what you know could save you more than money. When you strip away the marketing slogans and flashy colors, the perfect carry-on boils down to a few numbers and design choices. Around 5.5 pounds. That's the sweet spot. Lighter than most roller bags on the market, and that single detail gives you power. Why? Because every extra pound your bag carries is one less pound of clothing, electronics, or souvenirs you can bring. Airlines don't care if the weight is fabric, metal, or your shoes. They just see the number on the scale. The dimensions matter just as much. Roughly 21.5 inches tall, 15.5 wide, and 7.5 deep. That size keeps you within the strictest airline limits, yet maximizes usable space. Go even half an inch bigger in depth, and you'll watch gate staff force it into a metal cage, and lose. Stay within these specs, and you'll pass through almost unnoticed. Now here's where most travelers overlook a key choice: the two-wheel versus four-wheel version. The two-wheeler runs a touch longer and carves out a bit more room inside. The four-wheeler trims down in height but glides like a dream in airport terminals. Both fit the airline rules, but the decision is about your style of travel. And yet most people don't even think about weight or dimensions. They pick the bag that looks sharp in the store window only to regret it the moment it's on the scale. That's why defining the specs of a perfect carry-on isn't about fashion, it's about freedom. What's the heaviest item you've ever crammed into your carry-on bag? Drop it in the comments. I want to hear your worst travel confession. Airline fit tests, global compatibility. Airlines design their sizers like traps, metal cages and measuring bins built to catch bags that are even slightly out of line. The strictest of them all, WestJet. Their sizers are notoriously unforgiving, yet a properly sized bag, around 21.5 by 15.5 by 7.5, slips in with room to spare. That alone puts you ahead of most travelers who show up with bags that almost fit. Almost doesn't count when money's on the line. Move to Air Canada and most European carriers, and the challenge changes. They use cage-style bins where depth becomes the deciding factor. Hard-shell bags are rigid with no forgiveness in their build. If they're even a hair too deep, you're caught. A soft-sided bag, though, it flexes, shifts, and slides through. The difference between a smooth boarding and standing red-faced at the gate. Now compare that to airlines like KLM, Condor, or United. Their overheads give you more breathing room, sometimes even generous for international standards. In those cabins, the perfect carry-on feels almost compact. You don't fight to make it fit, and you certainly don't watch staff hover with tape measures. Here's the truth. The so-called perfect carry-on isn't just about fitting one airline's bin. It's about being universally accepted across North America, Europe, and Asia. Because once you've invested in the right specs, you stop worrying about rules changing mid-trip or connecting flights with stricter checks. And here's a hack most people never consider: soft-sided versus hard-shell. Travelers love the glossy hard-shell cases, but in practice, they're less forgiving. A soft-sided design not only squeezes into tighter bins, but also absorbs pressure when overhead compartments get overstuffed. In real-world travel, that flexibility is worth far more than a shiny finish. Imagine being stopped at the gate while everyone else boards just because your bag didn't fit. Don't let that be you. Subscribe now and stay ahead with traveler secrets most people never hear. Must-have exterior features. Look closely at the smartest carry-ons and you'll notice something subtle. The exterior layout tells you if the bag was designed by someone who actually travels. First, the quick access pocket. It's not just a zipper slapped on the front. When placed at the right angle and depth, it becomes the difference between fumbling through your bag and gliding through security. That's where your passport should live, alongside chargers and headphones, items you need instantly without tearing your packing apart. Next, the larger expandable pocket. This is where design turns practical. It's big enough for a laptop, a folded jacket, or the souvenirs you swear you wouldn't buy until you did. Expandability is freedom. It means your bag adapts to you, not the other way around. For last-minute packing, that pocket can be the safety net that keeps you from carrying an extra tote. But exterior features aren't just about convenience. They're about durability.
Frequent flyers know this. Flimsy zippers and thin fabric fail under pressure. Professional travelers only trust bags with reinforced stitching and hardware that doesn't buckle when overhead bins are cramped shut. It's why some designs quietly build a reputation while others vanish after a season. Here's a pro tip that almost no one talks about. Pack your travel documents in the outer pocket. TSA agents move faster when you can produce everything without delay. Less fumbling means fewer questions, fewer glances at the clock, and far less stress in line.
Wheels, 2 versus 4. One of the most underestimated choices in luggage design comes down to this: 2 wheels or 4. It sounds simple, but the decision shapes how your entire trip feels. With 2 wheels, you're looking at a rugged setup. The wheels are inset, protected from snapping off when baggage handlers toss your bag, or when you drag it over cracked sidewalks. That design also steals less space from the interior, giving you just a little more room for that extra pair of shoes. And when you're rolling across cobblestones, uneven streets, or curbs, 2 wheels handle the punishment far better than you'd expect. On the other side, 4 wheels glide. They spin 360 degrees, making airport navigation feel effortless. In tight airplane aisles, they slip sideways of a slim profile, and if you're juggling more than one bag, spinners let you push or pull without breaking stride. It's the kind of design that feels made for business travelers, families, or anyone who values smooth maneuverability over rugged durability. Here's the real hack. Don't pick based on the display in the store. Pick based on your travel style. If your trips take you through old cities, cobblestone streets, or rough ground, 2 wheels will quietly save you. If you're a frequent flyer hauling multiple bags through modern airports, 4 wheels will keep you sane. And if you've ever wondered why travelers argue passionately about this choice, now you know. It's not just preference, it's practicality. Team 2 wheels or Team 4 wheels? Tell me what you choose and why in the comments. I'll reply to as many as I can. Handles and ergonomics. Handles might seem like an afterthought until you're sprinting through an airport or lifting your bag into an overhead bin. That's when design matters most. Start with a trolley handle. A good one extends smoothly with multiple height settings, reaching up to about 42 inches. Whether you're 5 foot tall or 6'9", this adjustability means no awkward hunching, no wasted energy, and no sore shoulders halfway through your trip. Then there are the soft top and side handles. Fabric beats hard plastic every time. They're comfortable to grab, they compress when the bag is being measured, and here's a hack. A soft handle can be the difference between your bag slipping into a strict airline sizer or being rejected on the spot. The bottom handle is the hidden gem. Most travelers don't think about it, but when you need to lift your bag into a train rack, a hotel shelf, or the overhead bin, that extra grip point saves time, strain, and frustration. The lesson here is simple. Ergonomics isn't a luxury, it's energy saved. And on a long-haul trip, every ounce of saved effort adds up to a calmer, smoother journey. Interior design and packing space. Open your carry-on, and this is where efficiency either begins or ends. The top open style is the unsung hero. Unlike clamshell designs that sprawl open across a hotel bed or eat up the floor of a cramped cruise cabin, a top opener takes half the footprint. It's compact, it's clean, and it respects your space when space is at its tightest. Inside, you get a large single compartment. This is where packing cubes come alive. Instead of digging through a pile of clothes at 2 a.m. looking for socks, you slide out a cube and know exactly where everything is. It transforms chaos into order. If you choose the 2-wheel version, you're getting a subtle edge, a little extra room. Enough for a pair of shoes, a bulkier toiletry kit, or an additional layer of clothing. It doesn't sound like much, but in carry-on travel, inches matter. Then come the mesh and flat pockets. They're not filler, they're strategy. Dirty laundry stays separate. Slippers or flat accessories slide in nicely. You always know what belongs where, so your bag feels organized from departure to return. Here's a hack frequent travelers swear by. Keep an arrival-ready kit in that top pocket. A toothbrush, mini toiletries, and a change of clothes. If your flight gets delayed or your hotel room isn't ready, you don't just wait around uncomfortable, you reset instantly. Most people waste money on checked baggage because they don't know these tricks. If you want to save cash and time, subscribe right now. Future you will thank you when your bag glides past check-in. Think back over everything you've just seen. The carry-on that truly earns its place isn't the flashiest on the shelf, it's the one that checks every box quietly but consistently. Lightweight, so you're never dragging extra pounds. Universally compatible, so gate agents can't stop you. Durable, so you're not hunting for duct tape mid-trip. Ergonomic, so every lift and pull feels natural. And feature-rich, so every pocket has a purpose. But here's the bigger picture. The bag you choose is more than luggage. It's strategy, it's freedom. Every smart choice in design saves you minutes, dollars, and energy. 3 resources travelers never have enough of. Travel isn't just about reaching a destination. It's about moving through the world with less friction and more confidence. The wrong bag steals that from you. The right one gives it back. And this is only the beginning. In the next episode, we'll go further, opening one of these carry-ons and breaking down exactly how to pack it for maximum efficiency. You'll see what to roll, what to fold, and what to leave behind altogether. So here's a choice. You can walk away now and keep wasting money on check fees and missed connections, or you can subscribe and join a circle of travelers who glide through airports while everyone else struggles. Don't just watch, step into the insider lane.